Question 1440. If you could see the future with perfect accuracy, would you tell anyone?
I wouldn't have shown up for this and had to listen to Badger and Sarah talk about foot fetishes. No.
Not until after I made my investments.
Yeah.
You would be harassed.
There would be a few bets placed, I'll say that much.
Probable futures, actual futures.
Actual futures.
What good would it do to tell them when they wouldn't believe you and the future's not set?
They would either not believe you, or they would believe it's a harbinger of the end times.
Well, that's why I'm asking: is it a set future or is it possible futures? Because if it's
set
possible,
future.
then you can change it.
No.
There's no set future.
There is in this scenario.
See, Dave's an asshole.
Okay, so
we've known that, but
so I think that there's a bigger question about this question here.
What?
Which is, not only can I see the future, I now know that the future is deterministic in this universe.
Yes. The future is almost certainly deterministic anyway.
I'm going to have an existential crisis and explode.
Your question broke Badger, Dave. You should feel bad.
Well, the only good reason to know anything about the future is so that you could change it. So
yeah,
I'd tell people if I could see it.
The point is, it's one of these iterative things.
Fortune.
Technically, you could change the future.
Yeah.
Not in a way that not in a logical sense. You would have already changed the future. The future that happens is the net result of you telling someone or not telling someone. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I wouldn't.
There's a few people that I saw.
If you knew what was going to happen, you would just be living with so much anxiety and so much. I don't know. No, I don't.
I wouldn't think it's that. He would not take it away. Like if you knew for a fact you could walk out in front of the bus or whatever and time it perfectly, that you'd be safe in time. You could astound people, and it would take the fear away because you know you're not going to die and get hit by this bus. You're going to die at a certain time. Would give you freedom. Like.
You're using the defense that would make you invincible.
Pardon? If you walk out in front of a bus, you're going to get hurt.
It would make you invincible.
You're using the Arthur Dent stab Romula Beta clause.
First of all,
I was thinking more the Red Dwarf Cassandra clause.
You could be the first ever fortune teller in history that actually gets shit right.
Oh, come on now. Mystic Meg got at least 90% of her stuff right.
Jesus, when you're that fucking cryptic, you could.
Oh, Mystic Meg. Jeez.
Oh, good Lord, yeah.
Did Disney have to spend extra money?
10% she got.
Did Disney have to spend extra money on copyrights to
change wrong was
Star Wars into the Never-Ending Story?
No. Go on, Jeff.
I was going to say the 10% Mystic Meg always seemed to get wrong. As she always seemed to predict who was going to win the lottery, but never actually predicted the fucking numbers herself.
Yeah. And I don't understand why there are fortune tellers if they worked. If a fortune teller worked, why don't they just retire after winning the lottery several times?
Yeah.
Why do they always have to ask your name when you call them? It's like, what the fuck?
Why do you think that if somebody can tell the future, they should be able to tell everything, particularly those things that are to their benefit? Maybe it's a thing that you only get snippets and pieces, and there's some rule that says never about your own life.
Dog says, I see your death in the future, Jeff. Possibly about 40 years' time. You're going to live to over it. You're going to live quite a decent life.
You're optimistic.
I foresee it next time you mention Disney.
40 more years of this shit to go.
I think my answer to this question would be something about I would approach people, look into their futures, and then smile smugly at them.
Just I didn't know.
I know, and walk off.
You say Tusk says yes.
Then I'd give them like a slight hint of something, like, "Oh, your
Do you know
lunchtime
someone
today
with
is
an
not
M?
going to go well."
I hope Dog realizes that he may have jinxed me to like fucking catch COVID and die next week with that fucking comment now. I hope he realizes this.
Tusk says yes. I like spoiling things for people.
Well, you certainly spoiled my breakfast.
Dave, being a regular on Critical Questions is not decent. No.
Punishment.
Punishment. Yes.
I'd just be a bastard right now if I knew and tell everyone the plot lines of season 3 of The Mandalorian.
Would spoil a darn thing for me.
I'd still watch it.
It's not called The Mandalorian. It's called Disney's The Mandalorian.
You said that, not me.
It's called Disney Wants Too Daggone Much Money for their products, and I won't pay it.
No, I haven't seen it either.
Sorry,
I've no interest in seeing it.
Esther, just to explain that Badger makes that noise every time a certain D word is mentioned.
There is a Star Wars.
Shots in.
Right.
There is a Star Wars question today. If we
I
get
have
to
a
it.
strong dislike for Disney Star Wars.
Would it be a question of Disney Star Wars?
Yes.
The real Star Wars, okay.
Or not. That's what the question is about. But we've got to get to it yet. It's several questions away, and we're already.
Yeah, I'm going back to bed. People.
Yeah, you got me for now. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So come on.
Right, need the next question. We did get answers to this one. Sarah, yes or no?
What was the question?
If you could see the future with perfect accuracy, would you tell anyone?
No, fuck them.
Math Pig.
If I didn't like them, maybe.
Badger.
I said I would look at people, look into their future.
You taught them.
I would smile smugly at them and say, a situation appropriate line such as, "Oh, watch out for your lunch today."
I know something you don't know.
See, my thing for that would just be like, just look at them and just like, scratch my chin and be like, interesting, and just walk off.
I would reach around and pinch her butt a little bit and then say, "Oh yeah, okay."
I'm not sure what that's got to do with seeing the future.
She just wants to fill people's butts. That's all it is.
Okay.
Chadwood said, same rules would apply in the rest of his life. Don't ask questions you don't want answers to. Jenny.
Turn
I thought
my
I just answered,
on
but
for a second.
No, I don't think I would tell people. I think at best I would intimate to them what may be happening and see if they can figure it out for themselves.
Why has he got a blue lightsaber?
Because
He's a Jedi, not a Sith.
Because Kmart sold out.
He's very
Because the hot pink ones were sold out.
Fair enough. Jeff.
I depends on the situation.
So maybe
I'd say it's just a situational thing for me. Yeah, it would be like, probably if I could say they're about or something, I might try them.
Sandy. Muted.
I predict there will be further audio and connection issues during this stream.
I've already answered, Dave.
Well, what's your quick answer?
I know something you don't know.
Esther.
No.
No. Thank you. See, she knows how to play the game. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.